So for this purpose, we are considering a single pass fixed tube sheet heat exchanger with the data as given here. So we are having this particular data which we'll use for our calculation. So the number of tubes is given as 100. The outside diameter of tubes is given as 20. The tube hole layout is given as triangular. The tube side pressure and the shell side pressures are given. Allowable stress for design is given and corrosion allowance is given. So you have to calculate the shell diameter, thickness of the shell and the tube sheet thickness. So these are the three calculations. Those are required. So let's do the calculations. In this problem, in order to determine the tube sheet thickness, first we have to decide the thickness of the shell or the channel shell. So let's do that calculation first. So we'll estimate the thickness. For that purpose, we need to estimate the diameter of shell or channel. So for that, we'll be using the empirical formula which requires the use of tube bundle diameter. So the tube bundle diameter dB is given as d naught tube diameter nt divided by k1 raised to 1 by n, where d naught is the outside diameter of tube which is given as 20 millimeters. Nt is number of tubes which is given as 100. K1 and n are the factors which are defined in this particular table. So we are having a triangular layout and a single pass exchanger. So we can obtain the K1 and n from this particular table. Now in this table, there is a relationship is given that these factors are applicable for pitch as 1.5 times, 1.25 times the tube hole diameter. So it means that the tube hole layout for which these factors are given. So if this is Z, that is the tube pitch, and DO is the outside diameter of the tube, the factors are given for Z equal to 1.25 times D naught. Typically, the values of Z lie between 1.5 times D naught to 1.25 times D naught as a thumb rule. So this particular table has further extension where for different pitches also you can obtain these diameters. So let's estimate the dB for our problem, where d naught for our problem is given as 20. The number of tubes are 100. The K1 factor from this table is 0.319 and N factor for our problem is 2.142. So this gives us the diameter of the tube bundle as 292.7 millimeters. Therefore, the shell or channel ID would be given as diameter of tube bundle plus 2 times outside diameter of the tube. So that is 292.7 plus twice 20, which is 332.7 millimeters. For the purpose of these calculations, I am rounding out this value to 340 millimeters. So for our calculations, we'll consider the shell inside diameter as 340 millimeters. Next, we'll require to calculate the thickness of the shell. So for which we'll use the ASME formula for the thickness of cylinder. So second is thickness of shell. As per ASME formula, the thickness of shell is given as PR divided by AC minus 0.6 P plus corrosion allowance. In our case, the pressure, the higher of the shell side and tube side, is 0.6 Newton per millimeter square. The radius we calculated the shell thickness as 340. So uncorroded radius is 170. So corroded radius is 171 millimeters. Divided by allowable stress is given as 95. Joint efficiency we are assuming 1 minus zero point 0.6 into pressure, which is again 0.6 plus 1. So we'll get shell thickness as 2.08 mm, which I am rounding to 3 millimeters. So we now got both the thickness and the diameter of the shell. And in this case, we are assuming that shell and channel are having the equal diameters and equal thickness. Although the channel side pressure is less, so we would require a smaller thickness for the channel side, but let's proceed in this case with the same sizes. Next, we have to calculate the thickness of the tube sheet against bending. So we have tube sheet thickness against bending. So the formula for that is given as T equal to Fg divided by 3 under root P divided by efficiency into the allowable stress. If you refer to the formula for the factor F, you will find that the factor F is given as 17 minus 100 times T by D divided by 15. So that is how the factor F is given. So let's calculate the factor F. So factor F would be given as 17 minus 100 times T by D divided by 15. So that comes out to be 1.07. Again, the factor F should be between 0.8 and 1.0. So since factor F has to be between 0.8 and 1.0, so this implies F for our case will be equal to 1.0. G is defined as the diameter of channel or shell for the welded case. So it will be 340, which is uncorroded, plus 2 millimeter corrosion on diameter. So this will be 342 millimeters. The pressure P is given as the shell side pressure, higher pressure we are considering, 0.6 Newton per millimeter square. The efficiency, the ligament efficiency of the perforated plate, which is represented by the tube sheet, for a triangular case is given as 1.1 minus 0.907 divided by pitch by OD, the whole square. So in the previous page, we have seen that we assumed the pitch as 1.25 times the diameter of the hole or OD of the tube. So substituting that, we'll get 1 minus 0.907 divided by 1.25 the whole square, so which is equal to 0.42. And the allowable stress is given in the problem itself as 95 Newton per mm square. By substituting these numbers into the formula, we will get thickness as F is 1, G is 342 divided by 3 into under root 0.6 divided by the efficiency is 0.42 into allowable stress, which is 95. So we'll get okay, in this case we have to add the corrosion allowance. So since tube sheet is exposed to corrosion on both shell side and tube side, so we will have to add the corrosion allowance for both shell and tube side. So 1 millimeter on the shell side and 1 millimeter on the tube side. So the required thickness of the tube sheet is 13.2 98 plus 2. So we are rounding it off to, that is 15.98. So I'm rounding it off to 16 millimeters. So this is the required thickness of the tube sheet under bending calculations. Now let's do the calculation for tube sheet in shear. So thickness of tube sheet in shear, the formula is again given as 0.31 times dl divided by 1 minus d naught by pitch into pressure divided by allowable stress. So we require the diameter of the equivalent diameter which encompasses the outside perimeter of the tubes. So that would be given as bundle diameter dB, which we have previously calculated, minus d naught. So dB we have calculated as 292.7 and d naught is 20, the tube outside diameter. So dl is 272.7 millimeters. So that is the value of the equivalent diameter. Next, we'll calculate the thickness using the formula. So that would be given as 0.31 multiplied by 272.7 divided by 1 minus pitch to diameter ratio is 1.25, what we are considering. Multiplied by higher pressure is 0.6 and allowable stress is 95. Here again we have to add corrosion allowance for shell side and corrosion allowance for tube side as 1 millimeter each. So we'll get the tube sheet thickness in shear as 4.67 millimeters. So out of the two, we got the required thickness under bending as 16 millimeters and the required thickness for shear is 4.67 millimeters. So we'll get tube sheet thickness will be equal to 16 millimeters. So that is the final answer to this particular problem.